Okay, you see my results? Ow! Ow! I've got some breast assists, I've got some titties, I have some shimmy power, I have some flex going on right here. I cannot tell you how in love I am, okay? So let's just jump into the D's. 365 cc. I should be measuring a full C or a baby D. And I can tell you that from experience, if you cannot handle pain, this is not the route that you want to go, because it is very painful for about 10 days, okay? Let me tell you the worst, the bad, the beautiful, all of it, okay? Let me just jump right in. The type of implants that I got are silicone, called Natural Inspira, and I was told they came out at the top of the year. They're like the newest cutting edge implant. So I was also told that by my doctor that there's no reason for me to come back in 10 years. Like, you know, we've been told over the last couple of years, like, you got to change them out after 10 years. He said that's not true. He's not going to take my money. There's no reason why these implants should not last me a lifetime. So that's exciting. I do plan on popping out like 3 more children. So I probably, you know, if they start stacking to my belly button or whatever, erasing my footprints or whatever, I will get them done again. But other than that, I've had amazing results. And my doctor is amazing. So just make sure you guys do your research. Make sure you're completely happy with the size that you're going to get before you go in. Because I think that's probably something I wish I would have done more research on. I would definitely say waking up after surgery, day 1, super groggy, didn't feel any pain because I was asleep the whole day. Day 2, you literally need to make sure you have someone with you for about 48 hours to 72 hours, because getting up is going to be very difficult. Going to the bathroom by yourself is going to be very difficult. They give you these medicine. Obviously, they're going to give you like the heavy pain pills or whatever. But if you get nauseous, they give you these freaking these little tablets that are anally inserted anally. So make sure you have somebody that is comfortable with sticking something up your butt, because you're not going to be able to have that range of motion. Another thing that is super important for me to let you know, you are going to retain so much, I don't know if it's like water weight or just weight in general, because the medicine is going to constipate you. Like, you're not going to go for like a week, right? So then you're going to look like you're 5 months pregnant. You're going to gain all this weight in your sides, all this weight in your face, this weight in your legs. I want to say I gained like 8 pounds when I was like during my recovery week. I kid you not, I looked 6 months pregnant, but the weight did fall off after I stopped my medication, and I was able to get regular again by drinking like teas, like laxative teas. It took me 12 days to get back down to my regular size. So if you have like an event or you want that flat, like it is not going, your stomach is not going to be flat for about 2 weeks. Let me just throw that out there. And if you are like a lifter of weights, you're not going to be able to lift weights for like 3 months. Next, I would say the most annoying part is having to sleep straight up for like the first 2 weeks. It is very uncomfortable because it's just your butt starts hurting, your back starts hurting, you start not being able to sleep. Super duper uncomfortable. All the medications that they prescribe broke me out in a little rash. I had like a rash right here, had a rash on my back. So that was quite annoying as well, but it did go away as soon as the medication stopped. Let's see. Pain. They offer this product called, I think it's Nexplanon or Explanon, I can't remember, but basically they insert it into the muscle so that it can kind of like take the edge off of the recovery process. My doctor said it is like natural birth versus epidural. Okay, so I ended up, it's like $450 extra. I ended up like coughing up the extra because I'm a sissy when it comes to pain. But let me tell you, like, I couldn't imagine not having that, because if it does take the edge off, I felt an extreme pain with it. So maybe that might be something you want to think about, or you could just tough it out. Like I said, I only experienced a real sense of uncomfortableness for about 10 days. Then after that, I'm like moving around doing what I want to do. Range of motion in your arms. You're not supposed to lift your hands over your arm or over your head, but I can do that. It doesn't hurt to do that. You just got to be really careful. Another thing that really like is annoying is not being able to lift over 10 pounds in a month. And you never really know how much you lift until you can't lift over 10 pounds in a month. I have a 1-year-old daughter, so it's like virtually impossible to not lift her. And we live on the 3rd story of our apartments, and it's just impossible. You know, I lifted her, you know, and I don't think anything has happened to my tots, but I keep it at a I keep it at a minimum. What else? Got to make sure you're very careful with your new babies. You have to make sure like you're being very mindful of where you're going with these things when they're fresh, because if someone runs into you, which they did when I was Cinco de Mayo, they ran into me, and like I said, I was ready. I was like, just kidding. Horror story. Let me tell you the bad. My breasts started lactating. They lactated for about 4 days. Like, I wouldn't say enough for you to go out and get breast pads, but enough for you to make sure that if you're going out in public, you have a little tissue paper there, because milk was literally dripping out of my tits. And I stopped breastfeeding over a 1.5 years ago. Well, no, about a year ago. And I just found that to be really strange. I looked it up on the internet, and I guess it's a thing. Like, there's women that have gotten 6 years before, like, since the last time they breastfed, and like the milk came back because of the swelling. All the blood rushing to that area just stimulates milk, so you might lactate. Some other weird things I wanted to tell you is like it changes the shape of your armpits, which makes it kind of hard to get in there, you know. Oh, let me not tell you, because they don't want to tell you. No one wants to tell you. When you go back after that first week for your checkup, expect a little bit of pain. Actually, a lot of bit of pain. They're going to teach you how to massage your breasts. And when you're still in that first week period, you don't want nobody touching your breasts. You're like, literally, my doctor was like, your incision scars hurt very, very badly, and they were digging in there like, this is how you gotta rub them, and I'm like, I was about to throw them things, like, woo! They were pushing and pulling and tugging and like not being gentle, and that is probably the most annoying part of the process, because you have to massage these things like 4 times a day. You have to dig into these incisions like 4 times a day, scrape off the like scabs, and it's very painful. So Lord, I can't even begin to prepare you. Like, just, you'd be like, one more again. I want you to, I dare you. That's how you're gonna be feeling. Let me just tell you, like, I am so in love with my body. Like, you have to do this because you really want this for you. Like, don't do it for anybody else. Obviously, my boobs are not too big. I don't look like have like implants. I don't look like when I'm walking into the building like, oh dang, she got fake titties. That is the last thing that I wanted, and I'm really proud of the fact that it's able to like fit my frame. I don't look ridiculous like a plastic Barbie, you know, like I just look like a woman. And my sister was telling me like, man, Raven, you should have went bigger. You should have got a D or a double D. And like thinking about it, I probably should have, just because like these, like over time, like I feel like I'll want to be more sexy like in my 30s and 40s, and who knows, like just this natural look may not be what I want then. I'm super happy with the results. I am, you know, maybe after I have a couple more kids, if they don't look right, I can go back in there, but I'm super happy. So what do you guys think? That, I think that is pretty much it. Feel free to leave me questions. I will respond. I'll probably do like another month or 3 months post-op video so you guys can just I mean, I can fill you in on what's new with them, but other than that, I just wanted to share this portion of my life, this exciting journey that I was on, my breast augmentation journey. Thank you for watching, and subscribe. Follow me, _Raven_. Yes, IG. Talking to me. Talking to me. What was that?